Good morning, Flosstube. I'm Christy, and this is my channel, Javagirlstitches, and welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I have tons of stuff to share with you today. It's all about Christmas here, because it is the most wonderful time of the year. Christmas for me is, definitely. So, a little bit about what's been going on. I had my birthday, which thank you everybody who sent me birthday wishes. I had a really, really good day. Sorry. I went shopping at like Hobby Lobby, Target, got the Christmas stuff that I wanted, got coffee, and stitched all day, and it was just a really good day. And then my kids came over, I think it was the next day, because they always come over on Wednesday. So they came over and we had a little birthday cake, and we had dinner and just hung out together, and it was really, really nice. So I got to celebrate kind of for 2 days in a row, so it was a really good one. What else? It's full force of Christmas stitching now, and I am enjoying every second of it. I have so many ideas and just way too many things that I want to stitch, which I know you guys can totally understand. But I'm working on it. And let's see. I'm trying to think what else has been going on. John's girlfriend, that is here. Yesterday, she was like, so she does diamond painting and she can paint, but she was like, I want to try to, I would like to learn to stitch. And I was like, okay. So she started yesterday, and I had a piece of Ada, and she stitched just her name. And she was like, I love it. I want something else. I was like, okay. And the only Ada I had was a kit that was from Fat Quarter Shop. And I don't know if you guys remember, but they did like the Santa, Mrs. Santa, and then they did the reindeer. And so, I mean, it's a decent size. And she was like, I want to do the reindeer. I was like, okay. And so she's going big or go home, and she totally has it down already. And she's loving it. So it's so much fun to have a little stitching buddy here with me. That I get to stitch with every day now, because she's so excited. I'm like, okay, I gotta go make my video, and she had to do a few things. I'm like, and then we'll come back and we'll stitch the rest of the day. So it's been awesome. Also in December, so like I think I mentioned that I was going to do like the 12 days of Christmas. That is probably too much for me to have to come on every single day and do a little video. Especially at Christmas time with my family and everything I want to do with them. So my plan is to come back every week in December. So there should be 4 videos in December, all about Christmas. And I'm gonna be sharing my finishes, stitching, crafts, gift ideas that you can give your friends, your stitchy friends, or just anybody. I have a lot of fun things that I have gathered stuff together, and I cannot wait to share with you. I don't know, I'm just having such a good time this year with all of this, making gifts and stitching and Christmas, and I'm so excited. And my house, I mean, at the day after Halloween, I took everything down. I was like, we're done, moving on. Christmas is not up yet. Probably in another week and a half, I will probably start putting some stuff up. And I tend to just go, like, I can't just do a little bit and leave it, but this year I'm like, okay, if I do that way like I normally do, then I'm like going for 5 days and I don't get no stitching in. So I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to do a little bit, do some stitching, and then come back and just take your time, and everything will be up in plenty of time. So that is my plan. I hope you guys are enjoying, if you're doing Christmas stitching too, I see a lot of you are. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Okay, let's get into, I have some FFOs for you. I have a little bit of everything for you guys today. So grab some tea, coffee, Dutch. You guys, if you go to Dutch. They have their holiday drinks out now. So November 1st, and I was there. And it's the candy cane mocha freeze. And you do it double blended, and it's just a cup of heaven. And I've had one every single day because I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm just going to enjoy myself for this whole entire holiday season. And then in January, I'm going to have to get back on track and get myself on the treadmill and stuff like that. But you know what? This is not the time of year to lose weight. Like, no, I'm just going to enjoy every single moment of all the goodness. So that's where I'm at. Okay, so my first two finishes, I stitched these last year, and finally, I didn't know how I wanted to finish them. So this year, I finally figured it out. And I'm pretty sure this is how she finished them on at least one of them. And this is Cookie Claus and Little Nick by Not Forgotten Farm. So I got these frames. It comes in a pack, I think, of 4. And they are from Hobby Lobby. They're artiste, and I think I even wrote on there. They're like Faux. Fake hoops. I'm going to call them that. So I just put them in there, and they're rubber. And I just stuck the piece in there, and then on top I stuck a little bow, and I stuck the little what is that, the holly, and then a bell. And I did the same thing for Mrs. Claus. So I don't know what hoop that they used, the Not Forgotten Farm used, but this is what I found, and it worked perfectly for me. Like I said, and it comes in a set. I think there's 4 of them in there. Oh, 3. I thought there was 4. Artiste. Oh, you know what? Is Artiste? Yeah, I did get it at Hobby Lobby. Okay, hold on. So that's them together. And I will put both of these on my on my Santa tree in my bedroom. And I will show you the back. Like I said, the back to me is like, you know, when my back's, the front is like, it's like a mullet. It's like a, you know, business in the front and a party in the back, because I don't care. So all I did was, and yeah, you can see the dragging. I just glued it to the round there. If I was, you know, was really good, I would cover it with some felt or something, but nobody sees it, so I just don't care. And I know that totally defeats the perfectionist in me, but so super cute. Easiest finish ever that you can do. Okay, so that's my first 2. And I will put a link to those in the show notes, of where you can, the number for the hoops. Okay, my next one is Jolly and Merry, and this is by Emily Call. And I did, again, finish this last year, had no idea how I was going to finish it, and finally figured it out. So this is him. This sled I actually got last year at the dollar spot. So if you got one and still haven't used it yet, here's an idea. So I found this bright green fabric, which matched perfectly. And then I had this, it's a grapevine wreath, and it had just a little bit of greenery on it. It does say joy. So I just glued that on top, and then I glued the bow, and again, the holly and the berries. You can get close up. And I'm super happy with it. I think that's last year. I just couldn't figure out fabric or how I wanted to finish it. Sometimes at the end I get really burned out, and so I do have a lot of stuff from last year that I have not finished, and they're coming up now, and I'm, along with what I'm stitching, I am figuring out ideas. Sometimes it just takes a while. So if you know what, if you stitch and you can't think of something, just put it away. It'll come to you eventually. So that was a super fun one to stitch. Okay, the next one is a big display. I am probably going to, there's 4 finishes in it. So I'm going to show you each finish, but I'll probably have to pause the video to make it look nice again, because I think everything's going to fall apart once I take these out. Oh, maybe it won't. Okay, so I did a whole pillow display. And the first one I'm sharing with you is Merry Christmas. These are all by Primrose Cottage, all in the same colors, which I love. So everything's matching, which you guys know I absolutely love. And this was from the Christmas Magic book, which had done a bunch of, it's like a subway art with a bunch of different sayings. So I took the Merry Christmas and stitched it by itself, and I made it into a pillow. I am loving pillows so much. I have a lot of stuff. So for me to be able to make pillows that can squeeze into places, though, once you see this, I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of my display. But yeah, just use the red and green fabric, and then we have a red bow on top with a snowflake. And I love this, it's so cute. I love all their patterns, seriously. Okay, let's see if I can get that. Oh, it actually did go back in there. Okay, we might not have to pause everything. Okay, the next one is the Christmas Quaker, or Cocoa, actually it might have been Cocoa Quaker. I love this one so much. So stinking cute. So just stitched it up, and then I glued the rickrack on the side. And I did get a question of how you do this and what I use. So I sew up the pillow and I stuff it. And then I just use Eileen's glue, tacky glue. If I'm going to make a bow, I will start at the top with my rickrack. And I squeeze out the glue, and it's actually over there, and I take a toothpick and you dip it in the glue, and you just kind of go along just a little bit. It's got hot glue. And then you hold down the rickrack, and it will tack pretty quickly. And then you just keep going all the way around. And then on top, a bow and a little hot cocoa cup. But if I am doing a pillow where I am not going to do any bow whatsoever, I will start at the bottom. So then at least if it's tucked into something, you're not going to see. But you guys know I like bows. So there's that one. Okay, this one is Warm Winter Wishes. And I love this fabric. If you guys have been with me forever, you know, like, all I would ever do would be like checked fabric. That was it. And maybe some polka dots here and there. And so I am loving all these different kinds of fabrics that you can use into pillows. I guess my tastes have just changed a little bit and grown a little bit. So I love this fabric with this one. And then all I did was, I don't have any rickrack or anything on it. Again, another little bow and another little hot cocoa button. So cute. Okay. Actually, this is staying pretty good. The last one is Merry Christmas and, Christmas Trees and Stitching, Please. Sorry. So here is that one. And all of these are stitched on light taupe. And again, the rickrack back, look at that. I don't know why we have hot glue everywhere. And then on this one, I put a big bell and another red bow. So they all have the same darker color red bow. Super cute. And I love how they all match each other. Because, okay, I might have to stand up for this, you guys. So I found this amazing tray at Michael's. They might still have them. They're in the fall section. And I believe it was 60% off when I went. I've had this for probably a month or so. I don't even know if so that is what it looks like all together. I knew when I'm like, I'll figure out some kind of way to put pillows into this. So all I did was put like that shred stuff at the very bottom to bump up the pillows a little bit. And then I stuck greenery in there. And then all the pillows. And I did stick little pine cones behind the pillows to hold them up a little bit so they'll sit up. Like this one right here is falling down now. But how cute is this? I absolutely love it. And then I can take it and use it for other seasons too. Okay. All right. So if you can get to Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby, if you can get to Michael's and still get them, it is great. And again, for any season, you could just make a whole pillow display. Oh, sorry guys. So I just enjoyed that and had so much fun. And when I got it all together and how it turned out, I was like, yay, it worked. I thought maybe I'd have to put a couple more pillows in there, but I did not. So new Stanley, you guys, Christmas Stanleys at Target. All of it. And yes, pink, you know, I did a little bit last year for Christmas and I was like, okay. And then I don't know what happened, you guys. The pink just speaks to me. So I have patterns and I have ideas, and I bought some cute little stuff that's pink for pink Christmas display. And I have like a coffee table that had a little bit of my pink last year because I just had it in that big tier tray. And I'm like, well, dang it, I'm gonna need another piece of furniture, which I do have room for, like, I don't know, like a little table thing, but I haven't been able to find one yet. And I'm like, here I am getting all this pink stuff, and I'm like, don't even know where it's gonna go yet, but I am gonna figure it out. Okay, what else do we got for you guys? Okay, I'll share with you, I have other finishes that I have done that I've stitched on. So this one is Santa and Rudolph by Country Cottage Needleworks. These are so cute. And there he is. The only thing I did different was I made his mouth red and Rudolph's nose was already red. I used all the same colors on light taupe. And I actually wanted to put a little bit more red into it because I have a display idea for it, but I don't know, I just left it as it was. Okay. I finished this late last night. I was like, I am going to get this done because there's so much I want to do. So I was like, it's getting done. And this is the Snowman 2025 by Primrose. And I finished it last night. And it's not even that big. It's just a lot of stitching for me. So super cute. And so this matches all of that. That's in that big tray. So I probably will have some sort of, not that I'm going to fade out the farmhouse, but like on my coffee table, it was a whole farmhouse theme. And I think I'm going more with this kind of stuff. I don't think I'll ever fade out farmhouse completely, but I definitely am wanting different stuff in there now. Okay. Another finish I did was, this is the Lizzie Kate, the 2014 stockings. And I stitched the top one. And I want to stitch this one too. Let's do this. And so I finished it. Such a cute one. So eventually someday, my plan is maybe next year I will take off all the, I might have said this in my last video, I don't even remember. I might take off my red and, it's a white tree with red and black ornaments. I might take those off and just incorporate them in the stitching tree and have a, like a Christian Jesus nativity themed tree and display also. Don't know where that's gonna go either, you guys, but I'll figure it out. I need a bigger house and more furniture. Okay, the Religious Trio. I finished the last one, Come Let Us Adore Him. I feel like you can't, hopefully you can see that. Yeah. So I finished that one. So now I have all three of these finished. I seriously am trying to play catch up on everything from Primrose, because Lindsay, I love you, but stop making such cute patterns because I can't keep up. And if you guys, did you watch their video yesterday? If you have not watched their video, they showed winter rules. So if you love all of their rules, she did a winter rules that will be in Jingle Ball. So I'm so excited. And she showed it, you know, all done in one piece, and then the pillows, and I'm like, I definitely want to do the pillows. I did a lot of their, I think it was last year, I did their winter stuff, and I did it in the pinks and greens, so I just had a little pink section. So I'm debating if I'm going to continue with that and do the rules with the pinks and greens, or I'm going to keep the colors, because the colors they used are absolutely beautiful, but I might do pink in there. All right, well, that's the wrong pattern in here. Okay, so I'm almost done with this one, just haven't quite got there. And I'm not sure, there's one thing I might change, but this is So Sweet Mrs. Claus, and this, I started this and shared this last time. This is by Monica Stitching, and it got wrinkled and everything. So I got her done. She does have glasses that are yellow, and I did them like a goldish yellow, but I can't see them. I mean, if I look really close. So I might change those to a different color so you can see the glasses a little better. And then all I have is the green around it. And then I will be finished with that. So that's on this week's agenda too. I have a lot on my agenda. Let's see. Let's steal this chair over here and put that there. Okay. Let's see. This one is a new start, which I really wanted to do this year also. And this is Santa's Young Buck by Teresa Koget. Look how cute this one is. This is a lot of stitching too, but I love it. So that is what I have so far. Oh, so cute. And mine, I'm stitching it on 28 count mushroom Lugana. And I really, really want to get this done. And I am using all the called for colors. Love them. I have learned with Teresa Koget, 99.9% of the time, leave the colors. Even though sometimes I'm like, those aren't colors that I normally use. They turn out amazing. I absolutely love them. She knows what she's doing. Okay. This last one is a whip that I can't even tell you when I started this, you guys. It would, oh gosh, it might have been at my other house even. No, I think it's been here. So it could have been 2020, 2021. When did the pattern, it came out 2019. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a long time. And this is Merry Old Soul by Brenda Gervais. And I had a little start on him, which I think I showed last video maybe, or a couple videos ago. And I was like, okay, seriously, why are you not finishing this? This is so cute. So I'm getting there, you guys. I'm getting there. So I had finished the rest of his arms. And then I finished all of his face and the top of his hat. And then I started going over here. So I don't have that much more to go. I have more greenery over here. And snowflakes, which I always, leave till last. And I mean, I'm almost there. And this is on 27 count Vintage Country Mocha Linda fabric. So it's big, and that's why I like it so much. But once I started stitching on it, I'm like, why have I let this sit here for so long? Because I have ADD and I squirrel everywhere, you guys. I just can't help it. Okay, let's put that over there. Okay. Let's see. So that's all I have been pretty much working on stitching. But I do have a couple other fun things to share with you. Well, first I will show you this. So at Halloween time, remember I had the cute pumpkin basket, and that's where I held all of my Christmas stitching in. So when we were at retreat, Julie made, look at this bag, you guys. And her business is Julie's Bag Works. So it's got pockets, and I love the fabric. I love everything about this bag. So when I came home, I'm like, well, I want to use it for something. I mean, I don't take my stitching out with me very often or anything. So I'm like, I'm going to stick all of my Christmas stitching in here. This is what I plan on working on. Don't let that fool you, because I have tons more Christmas I have patterns down here. I have patterns in my hutch thing over here. It's ridiculous, but this is what in the foreseeable future, I'm going to be working on. So I love the bag. And I love holding all my Christmas stitching in there. So I mean, you can even get a little Santa, they have cute little baskets and stuff you can get anywhere just to hold your stitching stuff in, just to make it more fun, because why not? We need all the cutesy things and anything that brings us joy. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little thirsty today, you guys. Okay, another thing I made. So you guys know I had a Halloween tray. You guys had to know this was coming. I made a Christmas tray and warm winter stitches. I had stitched that last year also, and I thought that would be perfect in a tray. So this is a smaller one, and I did not put rick-rack around it because I got it to fit in here, and I was like, we're not even gonna mess with it. It fit perfectly and everything matched up, and I was like, no, we're not gonna, I didn't bother with it. But I love it just the same, just like that. And then of course, when you have that, you gotta have a cute little pin cushion. Okay, where is that's how I know that. So I took the Snowman's monthly, can you guys, I don't know if it's focusing, monthly minis from, again, Primrose, and instead of the blues, I put red in there so it would match in here. So the greens, everything is the exact same colors because I wanted it to be matchy-matchy. So that is my little tray. And then I got this cute little thing I bought at Stitch West. So that can go up here. And then all of my stitching stuff. And I do use these. I will have my needles in here. I will have all my floss and my pattern, all of it in here. So if you want, this is pretty dang easy. And again, you can just pick 4 of your favorite fabrics if you don't want to stitch anything, and put them in here and have just a really cute tray. So love, love, love. And the tray did come from, again, Hobby Lobby. And they have different sizes, and I just went with the smaller one for Christmas. Okay. And then, let's see here. I did one more craft. So I love stitching, but I used to toll paint. I used to scrapbook. So I still like to do a lot of other crafts, and I know that a lot of other people do also. So I'm gonna share. I mean, it's not gonna be strictly stitching. I'm going to share fun projects that you guys can do. Some are like sewing, some are just other fun crafts that you can add to your decor, and that you can put beside your stitching. So I'm gonna keep going down that route, and I will keep continuing to share with you guys the fun things that I find that I want to make or come up with, and in case you guys want to also. So I saw on Pinterest somebody had similar to this, and so I came up with my own version of it. And so this basically is just a tray that I got at Hobby Lobby, which I what is that stuff? I waxed it and then I inked it. And then if you guys remember, I found this. These are like just the plastic fake tiles that you can get at Dollar Tree. So I don't think I only have one more left. So I just cut it down to fit in here, and I inked over it. And then this is just a Santa ornament that I got at Hobby Lobby. And so I glued this backing down. I glued him on. I also took some of the wax and put it on his beard so he looked a little bit, more vintagey. And then down here, just some greenery and some red picks and the word joy, which Anna drew for me. And then a little bell. But it goes great with if you love vintage Santas and or just Santas in general. And you could do this with any ornament. So I thought that was really fun. I'd seen someone that I think they just did it regular. They didn't have any border or anything. And I'm like, I'm going to do a border and do something a little different. So much fun. So there's a cute idea. Even if you just wanted to get a smaller board and, put a Santa in there, just something fun that if you guys like vintage Santas. Something fun to do besides just stitching. Okay, let's see. That's the stuff I made. Okay, before I'm gonna show you a couple fun things I found. Enabling hour. Okay, so Target Dollar Spot has these cute little boxes. And I figured, for one, you could just stick it in your display, but maybe on this one, you could stick a finish here on the front, or even if you wanted to open it up, it's just plain inside, but you could put like a tree and like a pillow in there or anything. I mean, there's so many possibilities. So, I mean, of course, I was like, you know, gotta get that. And then the gingerbread one, which I don't know, I might just leave it like this. I haven't decided yet. Okay, this, you guys, oh, I love this. If you love the hot cocoa bars, look how amazing this big cup is. And yes, not just for decor, I do have a finishing idea that I'm gonna do with this. I haven't started stitching it yet, but I am going to this week, and hopefully by the next video I will have it all put together so I can share with you guys. And I will also yeah, this is Hobby Lobby, so I will put the code in there for you. But amazing, amazing, amazing. I'll just stick it over there too. I just gotta remember all that. Okay, then I went to Michael's, and they have a lot of pink Christmas, you guys. But they also have some really fun stuff to do. And Chris actually messaged me, and she showed me this, and she said, I'm gonna get this. And I was like, that's really cute. And so when I went to Michael's, I saw it and I bought it. And it's a little house. Yes, I have ideas. And I took Kira with me, and she was like, what about, because these you can fill up with figurines. They give you all the stuff. So they have this, and they have like a present one. And then you can stick whatever kind of figurines and make your own like landscapes, or fill it up the way you want to make it look cute. I'm like, well, that's going to be stitching. So I do have, I did get a couple of little figurine things that are going to go with it, but I have a plan for this. And have I stitched anything for it yet? No, but that's on my list too. So I'm super excited. Thank you, Chris, for pointing that out to me, because I finally got over there and got it. And again, I will put the code for the numbers for you if you want to, you know, do this. And there's so many possibilities. I can't wait to see what Chris is going to do with hers. And then I hope my vision of what I want to do with this is that you guys will like it, and it will turn out the way I want. So that's my enabling for you guys today. Okay. All right, so on November 15th is our sale, and that is the reason for the season sale. So yes, you see all this, but that's not the reason for the season. Jesus is. And so I wanted to do a sale this year where I would focus on stitching religious pieces. And so of course I know you guys have seen them all the pattern. Well, I didn't get the Joy to the World because I already had a like a nativity one, but I'm gonna have to get it because I went and I ordered the piece from their dad, this one right here, the little barn, or whatever I don't know what that is. My brain is fried, you guys. So I am going to stitch all of these. And I got the fabric. It came with all the floss. And then I got this, that came also with, was the snow mine. This is an ornament, but I might make this into a ginormous needle minder. But so there is one idea. That was my main thing I was going to focus on for the religious sale, which again starts on November 15th. I will post a picture of I made a little cute thing for it that I will post on Instagram, and then you can just use that. The hashtag will be there. You can tag me, and I would love to see everything that you're going to be stitching for the Sal. But I also I wanted to show you other ideas also that some are a few of them are PDFs that you can get. So if you can't get to this stuff, or you want to stitch something, you know, other stuff also, I wanted to share with you other ideas of stuff to stitch for the stitch along. So this one is by Sweet Wings Studio, and it is called Comfort and Joy. And I did start it last year. I don't even remember if I showed you this in the last video either, you guys. I am sorry if I did. Recap. So I started this last year, and I want to finish this, but this is a perfect one also for the stitch along. Okay. All right, we'll deal with that later. This is another one by Sweet Wings Studio, which I believe I picked out different colors. I haven't started it yet, but it is called Born This Night. And see, I kind of drew on it, my color changes, but this is perfect. And I wanted to do this for a really long time. This is perfect also for this, the reason for the season sale. This is another one, the Birds of a Feather, the Christmas Angels, which was my unicorn chart, which I still have not started. And I think I just haven't because I didn't know where I was going to put them. But now that I know that next year I will have a religious tree up, I do have, and it's not going to be matching. I mean, because I can't stitch everything that the same color, and I love the colors of these just the way they are. So this is a good one if you can find, if you have it or if you can find it. This is a great one, The Bells of Christmas by Brenda Gervais, which I have all kitted up, all the floss. I just need to stitch them. And I do like how they made them into the bells, and I will do the exact same thing, but make them for ornaments for the tree. This is an older pattern that I had, and this is by Little House Needleworks, and it's called Joy to the World. So if you have this one, or if you stitch it, it's, you know, it's perfect. And I believe I just got this at my cross stitch local LNS Stitcher's Paradise. But that's a great one. This one is Come Let Us Adore Him, and this is by Country Cottage Needleworks. That is a perfect one for the stitch along. I love this with so much white. And it's Silent Night by Country Cottage Needleworks, but oh, it's so beautiful. One day. So the one I showed you a few minutes ago, it was the stocking. There is, by Lizzie Kate, there is more stockings. So this, probably the Joy to the World. I mean, I love all of them, but that would probably be which one I would stitch. And these could still be, oh, this says Stitcher's Paradise, but I want to say they might still have them on 1, 2, 3 stitch. This I got at Shepherd's Bush, and they did have a different color conversion. And this is the Bent Creek Nativity. This would be a perfect one also. I don't have the Tiny Town Nativity, but someone had mentioned that, and yes, that is absolutely perfect for the stitch along also. And then these are all the ones by Priscilla. I printed out all of them. I think they came out last year. I won't do them on pink fabric, and I will probably change up some colors, but they're perfect for ornaments. Or if you want to stitch them all together in one piece, but they're also perfect for the stitch along. I had bought this last year, and this is by Homespun Prims by Lori, and it's called What Child Is This? Which happens to be one of my favorite Christmas songs, along with Oh Holy Night. So I would like to get to this. Really pretty. And this one, The Holy Child, also by Lori Ripley. And that one is the Holy Child was sent for all mankind. 3 wise men did come to find. All our, it's a constant treasures bring to Christ our heavenly King. It cuts off there, so. But those are good choices too. And I know there's I'm sure there's tons of other patterns out there that I have missed. But I just wanted to share with you what I have that you possibly are able to get if you would like to join along in stitching it's Reason for the Season Sal. Okay, what else do I have for you? I have just a couple things. Have you guys seen, this is the Free Stitch Friday from Primrose. So if you are not joined in the newsletter, you need to get on the newsletter because so cute. I need to kit this up today and add that to my list of stuff. And then I saw this and I really loved it. And Anna, when she went to the Stitcher's Paradise, she got it for me by Brenda Gervais. What's it called? Bells Are Ringing. And it's just it's beautiful. So I don't know if I'll get to it this year. I'm gonna, but I would really like to stitch it. She had a lot of really pretty ones that came out that I would like to stitch and make like, foot cramp, a wall with like Brenda Gervais, kind of like I wanted to do for the Halloween, which I did get stuff done. They're just not framed yet. Okay. And I think this is the last thing is that Quarter Shop sent me a package of, and there's some really cool stuff, you guys. The sewing magnet mate. I said, oh, this is perfect for like when you drop your needles, go flying somewhere and you can find it. It stretches out. And I was like, well, that's just really cool. When my lazy butt don't want to get up off the couch, I can just put this thing out there and try to find it. Really cute floss drops. Look how cute. Adorable. And the cute needle minder, which goes with, I love this pattern, the Garden of Quilts. I do want to stitch this, except for I need to figure something else out for quilts because I'm not a quilter. I'm a stitcher, but I absolutely love it. And then her hometown neighborhood also, it's called The Sheep House, and that's by Lori Holt. God rest thy love upon this door and bless our home forevermore. I have all of that's came out and I started one and I've been taking off this part and then I just start here and go up and I haven't even finished it. It's a lot of stitching, but I would love to have all of these houses stitched up. You know, in my spare time, I have a 50-year plan. This is another pattern they sent me. Phloxies or whatever. You guys. And then some cute quilt patterns. Future giveaways. And the Foxtrot. So thank you, Fat Short Quarter Shop. I appreciate it. This thing's, you know what? A lot of damage can be done with this. I'll beat my dogs. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. Sometimes I need a little bit of a flip-flop, but Poppy's been doing really good. She is 6 months now. I think she's as big as she's gonna get. She's sweet and cuddly. Still into everything, but I mean, she's a puppy, but I mean, she brings me so much joy and I absolutely love her. And I know you guys, Mitzi, she's still hanging in there. She's almost, she's 16 years, so she's like over 100 in dog years. So, I mean, she's trying to live her, the best she can, and we're keeping her comfortable. And, I know it's probably soon that it will be her time to go cross over the Rainbow Bridge, but we're hanging in there with her until that time. So that is pretty much all I have to share with you guys today. A lot of Christmas fun. I hope you enjoyed the video and you stuck around and were inspired. If you have any questions, always know that you guys can message me and I will get to them. Sometimes my Gmail does weird stuff and I don't get them right away, or I think people have messaged me and I never even got them. and I don't have it set up on my computer yet. It's just on my phone. So I will try, I try to keep checking and see who has messaged me. If there's anything that you guys would like to see, I've been doing these videos for almost 7 years, so I know it's pretty much the same. I'd like to kind of flip things around and do things a little differently to make it a little bit more fun and interesting. If you guys have any ideas that stuff you would like to see, more of, less of, I know I did see, someone told me of a comment that they said that they do not like Bible verses or quotes at the end of the video. Sorry. That's who I am, and I'm always going to do it. You are free to not listen. That does not bother me at all. But I have to do what's true to me, and I always want to leave you with something that's inspiring, because even if I'm not going through anything, somebody else may be going through something. So I'm always going to do that for you guys. Okay, so with that, today's quote is, sometimes God's plan takes you through places you didn't expect, but it's never without purpose. The delays, the detours, the disappointments, they are not the end of your story. They are part of the path that leads you to something better than what you prayed for. Trust God even when it's hard. And I think that I full-heartedly believe in that and agree. And so I hope that if somebody needed to hear that today, that it touched you, and keep on going and don't give up. So that's it for today, you guys. What is today? Today's the 7th. I'm assuming I will be back in another couple weeks. One more time before December. I mean, worst case scenario, if I get really busy, because I do have to decorate house and all that stuff, then I will be back on December 1st. And like I said, I will do one video a week, and you will get a ton of stuff. I might even throw in like some of my favorite recipes and leave them in the notes. If there's anything you'd love to see in the Christmas videos, let me know, because you're going to get a lot of, like I said, you're going to get crafts. You're going to get gift ideas. You're going to get stitching. Also, all sorts of fun stuff that I can think of. I've really tried to put a bunch of stuff together. Now, when I mean together, it's all in piles. It's not done, but the ideas and the stuff is there. So I have a lot of fun stuff to share with you guys. So I hope that you will join me and in the fun Christmas adventure here. Okay, so that's it for today. So I will see you guys in a few weeks, and have a great Friday. Bye.